Before we begin today's episode, I want to make a brief announcement. Beginning this Friday, October 3rd, I will be bringing you bonus episodes each Friday for the month of October leading up to Halloween. I will still be publishing a garden episode each of those days. The bonus episodes will be exactly that, a bonus or extra episode. In the spirit of the season, I will be reading to you a ghost story each Friday. Not too spooky, I don't think, but maybe. Each story has a plant or a garden or a spooky old house, or maybe all three as an important element of the story. So if you like Halloween and you'd like ghost stories, or maybe if you find plants frightening, tune in for those bonus episodes. The first one will find its way into your podcast player this Friday, October 3rd. Now, on with today's show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to A Garden a Day with Maidenbrock Gardens, where we explore the world one garden at a time. Today is October 1st. Today we are exploring a garden that includes several oldists and firsts for New Zealand. We are in the far north district of the North Island at the site of the first permanent Christian mission station in the country. Today we are exploring the gardens at Kerikeri Mission Station, New Zealand. The Kemp House is the oldest building in New Zealand. Built between 1821 and 1822, the wooden Georgian-style home was built for the Church Missionary Society, a London-based group formed to provide religious and practical education to Indigenous peoples in Africa and the East. Kerikeri Mission was the second mission established in New Zealand and was established in 1819. The first person to live in the house was Reverend John Butler, who is given credit as the first European to use a plow in New Zealand. The house was built by missionaries and local Maori and was considered to be of significantly better quality than other homes built in the area. The house was built within view of the Maori village Kororipopa, where a few years later a house made with similar materials was built by missionaries for the Maori leader. Reverend Butler did not stay long. He left the mission in 1823, and the house became the home of George Clarke and his family. The Clarkes stayed until 1832, when James and Charlotte Kemp moved into the home. By this time, the Kemps were the only missionaries remaining at Kerikeri Mission Station. James Kemp was a blacksmith and taught at the Maori Boys' School. Charlotte Kemp taught in the girls' school. They raised 8 children at the mission, and the home remained in the Kemp family for more than 130 years. The Kemp family donated the house to the New Zealand Historic Places Trust in 1974. It's been listed as a Category 1 building since 1983. The Kemps are also responsible for building New Zealand's oldest stone building, the Stone Store, which happens to be right next door to the Kemp House. The store was built as a place for keeping supplies and provisions. The building was completed in 1836. The gardens at the mission were begun by Reverend Butler when he first established the mission in 1818 and are considered New Zealand's oldest European garden. There have been gardens at the mission site ever since. That early garden was planted with cereal grains, fruit trees, and a pleasure garden with flowers. The missionaries relied on the gardens for their main source of food. The gardens were damaged by flood in 1981, but were reestablished and continue to offer hospitality to visitors. There are 40 types of roses in the garden, as well as historic plants from the missionary period and plants native to New Zealand. There is a traditional orchard with a few trees that date back to the missionary period, and a nice walking path that runs along the river. The Stone Store and House are open daily from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. through October. Starting in November, they stay open until 5. Guided tours are required to see the Kemp House, but tours of the garden are self-guided. Well, that's about it for today's garden visit. Join me here tomorrow to find out where we're going next. As a reminder, you can subscribe, like, or follow this podcast at any of the podcast listening places. You can subscribe to our mailing list by visiting our website at gardenaday.com and clicking on the subscribe button. You can also find us on Pinterest, and you can support us by buying a book through our storefront on Bookshop. Links are provided in the show notes for this episode. Thank you for listening today and every day. If all goes well, I'll be right back here tomorrow. See you then.